Hello everyone and welcome to Video Games, the very Canadian talk show where we discuss all sorts of video game related stuff. My name is Garrett May, and with me as always is my co-host Josh Taylor. How are you doing today, Josh?
I'm doing really good today, Garrett. I had a long day at work, so I'm happy to be talking about video games now, again.
Perfect. Glad to hear it's relaxing for you.
Yes.
I am doing excellent as well, and I'm ready to get this show started. On this episode, we're going to talk about little news topics, but it's going to be in the form of our favorite segments, the worldwide renowned Steam Picks of the Week.
We should get like intro music for all these segments now.
We should. If we had the money or the talent, one or the other, we would do it.
Yeah.
But right now, we're lacking both. So I'll start with one of my Steam picks, Josh.
Okay.
Because I'm feeling ready to go. So my Steam pick of the week right now is a game called Abzu. You might have heard about this game. A lot of popular YouTubers are playing it. Almost too many YouTubers are playing it. It's like everyone's playing this game. But on Steam it says, from the art director of Journey, Abzu is a beautiful underwater adventure that evokes the dream of diving. Immerse yourself in a vibrant, hidden world bursting with color and life as you descend into the heart of the ocean. But beware as you swim deeper as dangers lurk in the depths.
Oh, okay. That just there is new to me. I didn't know that there was actually any evil or bad guys in this game.
Yeah, from what I've seen of the early levels of some of these guys playing this game, it doesn't look like it. I mean, it looks like there's sharks and stuff, but they kind of look docile, like they don't attack and stuff.
Like I definitely thought that this was like Journey. Like I don't think you can. Again, that's another game I haven't played, but I don't know if can you lose at Journey. You kind of just keep progressing and you explore. It's an exploration game, and that's what this looks like.
I don't think there's much of a threat, but I think maybe that's just for a bit of intrigue. But interesting to see. It's a game that looks really cool.
Yeah, it looks amazing.
It looks really cool, and to me, it's for a specific type of gamer, right? The people who want to go through and really look at every nook and cranny of some of these awesome worlds. No doubt, awesome worlds that these people create, but not a lot of. I would guess that there's not a ton of excitement and intrigue in this game. I would say that it's more, like you said, of the exploration.
Yeah, I think if you're like the type of gamer who just loves actions per minute and fast reflexes, I don't think this game is going to be for you. Like, I think this game is more about someone who just wants to get lost in this crazy detailed, crazy creative underwater world that this creative director has made.
Well, I think there's a lot of people out there who kind of fit into that. The real fans of the video game as more of an art form and really appreciate what people are able to make, the experiences and crafting it. Would definitely appreciate this game. I can be like that sometimes, but I also do get bored a little bit quickly. So I'm not sure how this game's going to go over, but I might take a look at this one for sure. It seems a real popular game right now.
Yeah, I agree. It's definitely picking up steam, and having this guy's credentials be the game Journey, which everybody loved, like that just made this easy for a lot of people to pick up automatically. You know?
Yeah, for sure. So there it is, Abzu.
Yeah, ABZU on Steam.
Out on Steam this week.
Is it also on console, PS4? It says a controller is strongly recommended for it on PC, so I'm imagining it's therefore on console.
I would expect it to get a console release, but I'm not entirely sure.
All right.
Josh, what about you, buddy? You got a Steam pick for the week?
So my first Steam pick of the week is a little game that you may have heard of, No Man's Sky.
I don't know. I've never heard about that one. Can you explain that to me? I've never heard of it.
So, No Man's Sky is a game about exploration and survival in an infinite procedurally generated universe. That's all the description says. If you want to know more, you can always go check out our Hype Zone about No Man's Sky, but since then there hasn't been a lot of change. There's been just a lot of people getting overly hyped and a lot of the developers and other people just kind of saying, calm down, we didn't say all that. It's still a big game, and there's a lot to do, but not all the stuff that a lot of people were saying.
You know what? I'll be honest. As we've gotten closer to it, and I haven't heard a ton about it, I haven't seen like some leaks and stuff like that. I'm getting a little bit worried because I'm super hyped for this game. I definitely want to play this game. Really looking forward to it. Looks like something that's right up my alley.
Yeah.
But I am getting a little bit worried about it. From the gameplay that I've seen some cool stuff, but I haven't seen a ton. And again, I guess I can't get into it too much. Some of the intricacies, like with the language learning and building settlements and all, and what you can really do. They probably haven't gotten into much of that, but I'm thinking maybe there might be some parts of it that are boring, and you might have to grind through. Unless you really appreciate that exploration, finding like just tons of these new species, which I'm not sure how that's going to go over. But again, we'll see. We haven't played it yet. It comes out this week.
Yes, it's out tomorrow, which is Tuesday to us. So that's for console. I think it's only on PS4 actually, and PC release is on Friday, the 12th. I'm excited for it. I think a lot of the features to me look as though they're just surface features, like learning a language. Quotes on that. It's like you just do a thing, you click a certain button, or you find a certain piece in the world, and you just learn like a little thing. It doesn't seem like there's a ton of depth to all these features.
Yeah, I agree.
It seems like there's just a lot of these features, though. Yeah,
I hear like that language stuff. What I've heard is like, oh, okay, you pick up this language, and then dealing with vendors, they give you access to more items. But it could be anything, right? It could be, like you collect these coins and you get more respect. Oh, it's just language. They've applied a little bit of lore to it. Like it's unclear how much of that's going to play into the game. Like how much lore aspect and how immersive it's going to be is still unclear. But I mean, we'll find out real soon.
We will find out very soon as well. There was a big update patch that they're going to be releasing with the launch today. Mm-hmm. And I read over the patch notes, and it seems that there's a huge amount of content just in this patch. So, and I'm excited for that. And then as well, they hinted towards base building being in an upcoming patch, which is a big feature that a lot of players will just love because so many people love building bases. Yeah,
for sure.
I mean, especially if they're going to continue to develop the game for free patches, free download, patches. Afterwards, I'm all for that. You know, I'm gonna get this game for sure. Just waiting for Friday. I'm waiting for the reviews.
I think a lot of people are gonna be like that, getting the game for sure, just anticipating what it's gonna be like.
Yeah, I'm waiting for the reviews right now. Aren't they supposed to be? The embargo is supposed to be lifted like today or tomorrow. It should be soon.
I haven't seen any, but it should It should be any day, any time now.
Yeah, any minute now.
The wait is almost over. For No Man's Sky, I can't take it. No, I can take it.
I still remember when I saw the first trailer for it, and I was like, obviously buying this game.
You knew it was love at first sight.
Yeah, I knew instantly that I was minus $60.
Okay, let's take a guess right now. Josh Taylor.
Yep.
How many hours will you spend in this game anticipated?
I'm probably going to say around 100.
100?
Yeah.
Nice.
I get a little bored of games after a while, but this one seems, at least it looks to me like now it's going to have a ton of content.
Like you're going to commit to it.
Yeah, but at the same time, not as much as I've committed to many other games.
Right.
So.
I could probably see myself putting maybe 20 or 30 hours into it for sure at least. I mean, I want to review the game. I want to play it, get a review out, and really overanalyze it, really. But no, definitely looking forward to No Man's Sky. Steam Pick of the Week. Josh! Do you have any more Steam picks of the week?
I got a couple more Steam picks of the week. This game called Infectonator Survivors.
Infectonator Survivors. Oh, I've seen that.
Yeah, so it came out of early access just now today. It's on sale for 30% off for this week because it just came out of early access.
So hustle, people. It's on sale.
Yep. So Infectonator Survivors is a randomized permadeath survival simulator that combines RTS, tower defense, roguelike, and management simulation gameplay. The goal is to lead a group of survivors in a struggle to stay alive and find rescue in a zombie apocalyptic world.
That's a lot of gameplay elements for one game.
Yeah, that they're trying to combine. But I've been reading the reviews, and a couple of the reviews, especially the one review that I can see now that isn't an early access review. So this has just been since it's came out.
Right.
He says that it's incredibly polished, and that all of the gameplay mechanics are like really well done and really well thought out. So
well, good for them. Jeez.
For right now, this game is under $10 Canadian. I'm excited. I'm gonna buy that. I'll probably play a couple hours tonight. So
beauty, man.
Yeah. Infectonator Survivors. It's pixel art. It looks cutesy. It looks kind of fun. Everyone's got guns. It looks cool. I'm gonna play it.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Sweet, man.
And then I do have one more Steam pick of the week, not to hog all the Steam picks.
Dude, hey, listen, you got your finger on the pulse of the action. I'm just here trying to make videos, dude. Hit me with it. I need my info about these games.
All right, this one is called This Is the Police. I don't know if you've heard about that.
I've definitely heard about this. I've actually seen some gameplay for this one.
Same, me too. It's different. Like, there's not really much gameplay as much as there is, like, kind of sitting in menus and organizing your police units and your detectives and stuff. But here, let me read it out. This Is the Police is a strategy adventure game set in a city spiraling down the drain. Taking the role of gritty police chief Jack Boyd, you'll dive into a deep story of crime and intrigue. Will Jack reach his retirement with a nice stack of bills, or will he end up broken, or worse? So yeah, I've been watching gameplay videos, like Let's Play videos of this game on YouTube last week at work a little bit, and it looks cool. I like that it tells a story while also you have the same. So you play like each day in Jack Boyd's life, and you kind of seem to fill in the stories that you're filling in for the last, like, for 2 months in this corrupt police chief's spot. And so the mob reaches out to you and wants to try to hire you onto their side by giving you money, or you can be honest. Plus, you're also managing all the individual, like, beat cops.
Yeah.
And so they have certain levels of corruption that's not known to you, and you kind of have to figure it out. And each one of them has skills you got to manage, and you got to determine who's going to go on which shift, because they also get tired and blah, blah, blah. There's just, like, a lot of management aspects to it, and then combine that with this story that seems pretty intriguing to me, and from what I've seen, has really good cinematics.
Yeah,
Like,
it definitely
really well.
It does look interesting to me. An interesting blend of the story with the management simulation. Like, you don't often see too many games like that.
Exactly.
And to me, it seems like the kind of mystery that they've added into the gameplay of the management. You don't know some of the things about the things you're managing, right? They don't overload you with stuff, and some of the stuff is hidden, like you don't know.
Yeah.
And that kind of adds another wrinkle into it to try to figure some things out, which I expect would add, another element to the game to make it a little bit more enjoyable. But from what I've seen, it looks pretty cool. I'm tempted to buy it, almost bought it, but didn't quite go for it yet.
See, I'm also tempted to buy it, and I think it's $18 regular, and it's 10% off $16 right now, and 20 cents. And like,
that's
I'm
Canadian
tempted,
dollars for all you Americans out here, because we're Canadian, eh?
Yeah. And like, I'm tempted as hell to buy it, but I wish it was like another $1 off, or $2. Like, it's just out of my price range for the amount of enjoyment I think I would get from it.
That deal hunter lifestyle, man.
Yeah.
The Steam sale scrounger.
Dude, what's the next sale? The Christmas, the Steam winter sale? My God, that's months away. I'll have forgotten all about it.
That's true.
I should mention my Steam wish list is 69 games long.
Dude, you gotta cut the fat, man. That's a lot.
Do I just have to remove games from my wish list, or should I start buying games?
Well, you gotta be like, listen, I'm no longer interested in this game.
Right.
I don't want it anymore.
Yeah, the Division is still on my wish list. I should remove that.
Yeah, definitely, man. Okay, well, those were our Steam picks of the week, but we're not done for this episode. To finish things off, we're going to go to another worldwide renowned segment, my favorite segment of video games, and that is, what is EA screwing up this week? And I'm always interested to look up and see what EA is doing, what they're up to see what they screw up, because they often screw up.
Yep.
We've had a number of screw-ups before. I think we've had 12 of our 13 episodes be legit screw-ups, which is pretty good. And we're going to continue that trend today. So this week, EA is making some news. And again, listen, you know what? No, screw that. We're going right for the jugular, okay? EA and the Madden. Again, we're back to Madden. Some more bullshit coming out of the Madden. One of the EA screw-ups on another one of our episodes was that they had ads in the game. And now they've released all the rankings for the teams. And, I mean, I'm not a huge football fan. I do follow the NFL a little bit. But there was a bit of an uproar from people in the cities who got shafted with their team's rankings on the new game coming out. But specifically, the Jacksonville Jaguars got screwed over and it's unclear why. And there's been some harsh feedback to EA, and they haven't responded yet. So let me just explain. So the Jacksonville Jaguars last season had 5 wins. That was good for, I think, 6th or 7th last. There were 5 or 6 teams below them with like 4, 3, and 2 wins, I think, last year.
That's gotta be rough.
And the Jaguars have done a lot in this offseason to upgrade and get some better players. So you'd expect them to have a boost in their overall rating, which they did. But they are still well below some other teams who didn't do nearly as well last year and who haven't even tooled up nearly as much in the offseason. For example, the Tennessee Titans had 3 wins last year.
Yeah.
3. And they're 82 overall. The Jacksonville Jaguars, 5 wins last year and made a bunch of great moves in the offseason. 78 overall.
But is Madden trying to predict how they'll do next year? So is Madden thinking that the Titans will win more than Jacksonville next year?
Yes, that is what it is. But everyone's kind of going, where are you getting these predictions?
These values.
A lot of the Madden fans, and especially the ones in Jacksonville and some of these other cities, that's just one example. Some of these other cities who are like way all over the place going, what the heck? Can't play with my favorite team. Like the
because they're just bad.
Who was it? The Browns, I think, are 73 overall. Like you just can't play as them. Like you're gonna lose. They're really bad. Whereas the best teams are like up in the 90s. So just some weird stuff going on there with Madden.
Man, to be in the 70s as a pro team in a sports game, like you're not doing well.
And imagine being the guys on that team. Like your rating is like 52 overall. You're like, dude, I'm a professional athlete. Like, give me some respect.
Did you hear about the football player who was rated the worst in a Madden game once and wrote in like
sent in a letter. Sent in a letter saying because he got rated 0 in like his pass reception or something.
Yeah, he's like, at least I caught a ball.
I'm pretty sure I can catch a ball. I'm not like blind out there.
Yeah.
So yeah, Madden, like figure your shit out. EA, we expect this.
On the topic of the ratings, in NHL video games, the discrepancy in the ratings is never that big. Like you said,
no.
Cleveland's like 72 and the highest are like in the 90s. Mm-hmm. In like hockey, you can have a team that's like 91, 92 is probably the best team in the league.
But then like
and the lowest is like 87.
Yeah, no. Well, I feel like, I don't know. And I don't know what goes on in those studios. Because they must really care about the ratings. Because that's really the only thing that changes between games. Really, honestly, these days, is the ratings and the rosters. So if you screw that up,
what are you doing?
What are you doing? You're putting out a worse game than the year before. What's the point?
Part of me honestly thinks EA should start accepting money to boost a team's ratings in the game from the team, like money from the team, as kind of a sponsorship to boost that team's ratings, because that would just finally even out the playing field. They would get Cleveland to chip in $50,000 to go from 72 to 76.
Hey, Cleveland, you guys can be the worst team in this game, or you can pay us and be competitive.
Right.
That totally makes sense.
Maybe that's the direction they're going by giving them this terrible rating, forcing them. Hey, if you want people to be fans of your organization, you have to pay us money.
I have a feeling that Madden 17 is going to come up again on EA screw-ups once we see all the bullshit that's going on when the game finally comes out.
Man, that's scary. Scary to be working for that company.
Well, don't say that. If they offered you a job, I guarantee you'd take it.
If it paid more money, yeah.
Then we'd have the inside track on all the screw-ups.
Dude, I would be just relaying that info, but I'd have to have like a black bar over my eyes. And
we'd have to change your voice.
EA screwed up.
Well, that's going to do it for this episode of Video Games Day. I got to thank you guys so much if you stuck around, watched the whole thing. We love doing the Steam Picks of the Week and EA Screw-Ups. We thank you guys for sticking around and hanging out with us. Definitely check us out on YouTube or on iTunes. Give us a follow, a like if you enjoyed the video. But Josh, I got to thank you for being here with me.
As always, thank you. It's a pleasure. We should do this again soon.
We definitely will, because we always do. We always do. So thanks again to you guys, and we'll hope to see you next time on Video Games, eh?